I went all in on MMA for the past 6 months to prepare myself for the first MMA fight of my life. Have I won? Would I do it again? What lessons have I learned on this MMA journey? Let's find
So
out.
I'm gonna start off by telling you why I started MMA. I've done some MMA in Czech Republic 2 years ago. I was just going on beginners classes to just learn how to protect myself. But 7 months ago I moved to the New Zealand and I went all in on MMA. I started training 2 times per day, kickboxing, BJJ, and I enrolled into the program that that should turn me from beginner into the still beginner but beginner who has his first fight experience in a cage. That was exciting me. So even though it was expensive as fuck, I just enrolled in it and rest is history. So what I was expecting for the 6 months of training 2 times per day, I wanted to increase my discipline, I wanted to get in a better shape, but mainly I was looking for something to increase my confidence. That was my main goal, because my philosophy is if you get good at something, like protecting yourself, learn how to fight, especially learning how to fight, undeniably, it will make you a more confident person. Because I know it might sound cringe or I don't know, but when you are going and walking in the street and you see another man in front of you, you might compare yourself with him. If you can take him or if you could just beat him in a fight. And if you train MMA 2 times per day, undeniably you will improve your skill of fighting. So that's why I believe it will make you just way more confident. There's something primal in it. Because if you know you can beat other men who is standing in front of you, you will just feel like more proud of you, more confident. So, and if you increase your confidence, how are you gonna feel in this moment? You will just feel better in every single second of your life if you become more confident. Let's say that this 6 months of training so hard improved my confidence 20-30%, which is, when you look at the long term, which is truly life changing. I got confidence boost of 30% for the rest of my life by just doing, by just sacrificing 6 months of my life to training, which is one of the best investments you can ever make, because confidence will just overflow in every single endeavor of your life, into business, into talking with girls, everything. Your life quality with confidence will just rise. So that was my main reason why to got into the fighting, to become more confident. And after 6 months I can say that I've, to be honest, I've just been more confident thanks to the learned skill of fighting. So that was the main reason. So what was my experience? 6 months, was it fun? What did I really enjoy? The learning skill of MMA and fighting. Yeah, in the beginning I was excited to learn new skill, to finally learn how to strike, to learn some BJJ. And first 10 weeks of the program, 2 to 3 months, were exciting. I was looking forward to every single training, to see my friends and to just train with them and to learn something new. However, after 2 to 3 months, halfway through the program, I started to the excitement fell off, and I have to just use all of the discipline to train 2 times per day. My body was exhausted. I wasn't as excited to go to the trainings anymore, because training 2 times per day for the past 6 months is quite a lot of work that your body has to take. So I was feeling a little bit frustrated. I have I knew that I'm not gonna quit ever in my life. I know that I'm gonna do another 3 months and to win my first MMA fight. But I wasn't enjoying my life as much because of the overtraining. So if you want to start MMA, don't do 2 times per day training. I believe in the long term it's just too much. Just start off slow and gradually just increase your trainings, but don't just do 2 times per day, because all you think about, all you do is just train, and after the initial motivation wears off, you will just need all of your discipline to just attend those trainings. And I just use all of the discipline, and I didn't have the willpower to do anything else. I wanted to start yoga channel. I did that, but it took a lot of mental just discipline to just pull it off. So don't overtrain. In the long term it's not sustainable. But in the end, after those 20 weeks, the came, and the trainings got a little bit easier. Yeah, actually, sorry, I didn't tell you about the sparring. We started sparring halfway through the program, which was fantastic experience. I've done some sparring in the beginners classes, but the sparring will get you truly out of your comfort zone. Truly. So if you want to improve yourself the fastest in every single endeavor of your life, if it's MMA, if it's self-development, if you start to spar, every sparring session will get you out of your comfort zone. You will become more fearless and more confident with each and every single round that you take in sparring. If you put the work in, your confidence in yourself will just increase. And even though it's fucking exhausting, it's not as easy for me as to lift weights. I've done some weightlifting, but sparring is way harder for me. So it was exhausting, but it was fun. And after a couple of hours of or minutes of sparring, you will get used to it. You will start fear the punch is less, and yeah, that's where the confidence grows. So sparring is a good idea. It will get you out of your comfort zone more than any other thing that I know. But fast forward, after 20 weeks or 5 months of training, the week came. We did not spar anymore. The training got easier, and I had some time to rest, which was refreshing. But I was starting to get a little bit worried before my fight in the cage. That would happen just 1 week from the fight week. So I wasn't know what to expect. I have never been in a street fight or any other fight in my life, so I was stressed, but I believe it's normal to be stressed because you've trained 5 or 6 months of doing 2 times per day daily sessions just for this moment, just to win this fight. So of course you are gonna be stressed. However, fight week came, I relaxed a little bit to get the energy for the fight. And on the fight night, I was feeling not so well, not so well. I was stressed even more, of course. But was the most important thing, I just did it anyway. I stepped for in the cage. I thought it's not gonna be that tough, But actually, the fight was quite tough. It was fight on the 3 rounds, just 2 minutes. Oh, sorry, three rounds, 3 minutes. So nine minutes overall. And when I got punched or kicked to the body for the first time, it just felt unreal. It just felt like I have to just do everything in my power to stop this man in front of me to knock me out, or he just wants to kill me. So it was very stressful for my body. This was the hardest 9 minutes of my life. I was in problems. At some point I was in a point that I wasn't doing so well. So I was very close to being TKO'd, but I just came back and I made the biggest comeback of my life. I lost the first round, I won the second round, and in the third and final round, I got his back and I choked this guy. He tapped and I won my first MMA fight in a cage, which was one of the one of the best experience of my life, because I've dedicated 6 months of my life to just train and doing nothing else. And finally, the training has paid off. I won, even though it was a messy. My technique was shit because my body was so much in a fight or flight mode that I forgot all of the right techniques and I just wanted to survive. It was the most primal shit that I have ever done in my life, but I believe it's worth it. I didn't get injured and I was just healthy, couple of bruises, but it wasn't too bad. What matters is that I won without any health issues. So I was so happy. I was so grateful for the experience that I took. My discipline, my hard work finally paid off. The only injury that I had is I had a cauliflower ear on both ears, which is quite annoying because I had hard time training. I had to cover the ear, I had to drain the fluid out of the ear so it doesn't be permanent. But so yeah, it doesn't look the prettiest, but yeah, that's how my ears are gonna look for my entire life if I'm not gonna get any surgery. So that's the only downside of this training camp and this MMA journey so far. Actually, it might be kind of cool for some people to get cauliflower ear, but when my parents are gonna see me after I arrive into Czech Republic, they are not gonna be very happy about it. But at least I look tough. Yeah, so that was my experience. If you are looking for a way how to improve your confidence, if you want to learn how to defend yourself, which will undeniably raise your confidence in yourself, it will raise your discipline, you will lose some fat. So yeah, if you are into that, if you are looking to get out of your comfort zone, to do another challenge, one of the biggest challenges of your life, just sign up and do MMA fight and start training hard for it. Because yeah, you can do it without MMA fight, but if you see that in 6 months you are gonna be fighting another man in a cage, you will do everything in your power to don't not skip trainings. It will motivate you to keep going because you want that win against another man in a cage. It will motivate you and it will get the best of you. So that was my experience. Do it. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Maybe you can lose some health, some brain cells, but I believe for the confidence, confidence is worth more than brain cells, I believe. So that's my journey. I would recommend to every single one of you to start MMA. And yeah, I wish you the very best on your journey and have a fantastic day.